All right, our next presentation. This one should be an exciting one. One of my favorite birds. In fact, they've been spotted in Washington this year. The snowy owl by last year's Scientist of the Year, Miss Grace Blair.
Yeah, Grace!
Go Grace!
Okay, hello, my name is Grace Blair, and over the next few minutes I'll be discussing the snowy owl. Okay, so in this slide you can see that the snowy owl is classified as its scientific name is Buboscandiacus. Their kingdom is Animalia, the phylum is Chordata, the class is Avis, the order is Strigiformes, the family is Strigidae, the genus is Nicete, and the species is Scandiaca. Here are two birds that the snowy owl resembles. This is the barn owl, and that is the short-eared owl. In this next slide, you can see the physical characteristics of the snowy owl. Specifically, their wingspan is 20 to 27 inches long. Their wingspan is 4 to 5 feet long, and their height is 3 to 6 pounds, or weight is 3 to 6 pounds. Their appearance is almost all white with bars, and what I mean by bars is the colors that right here on at the tips of the feathers, and that gives them their brown and black color. And they have yellow cat-like eyes. The differences in the males and females is that the males are all white, as you can see right there, and the females are also bigger and they have more coloring to them. The snowy owl is distributed in the tundra, which is northern Alaska and Canada. The snowy owl travels to southern Canada and northern United States in the winter. The blue coloring is the winter, which is non-breeding, and the orangish color is the summer breeding area. This slide shows their habitat, and they live mainly in open areas. Here's a picture of a field that they might live in, or mountain in a meadow that they live in. This slide demonstrates the conservation status, which is listed on the IUCN Red List as least concerned. However, the population is decreasing because of the human development and food supply. Whenever the food supply of lemmings is low, so is the number of snow owls. Okay, and this awkward slide of reproductive characteristics, it shows that they breed in Alaska and northernmost part of Canada between the months of May and September. At the age of 2 to 3 years old, the mature bird becomes reproductive. The mature bird lays 7 to 8 eggs depending on the food supply. This is what the bird would look like when they're born. They're about 2 to 3 inches long, and they're born with dark feathers, and as they become older, they grow white feathers. They hatch 32 to 34 days, and it takes 25 to 26 days until they can leave the nest. Their parents help feed them 5 to 7 weeks after, and they're not able to fly well until 50 days of age. Okay, this is the parental care. So the parents are protective, just like human parents. They'll stay in the same area for several years if the hunting grounds are good. And something unique about them is they nest directly on the ground. And just like most species, the female will incubate the eggs while the male gathers and protects the nest. So owls can live up to 10 years, but if in captivity, they may live up to 35 years. Okay, here's the seasonal patterns of the snowy owl. So the snowy owl is nocturnal, which means it will hunt during the night, but it's also diurnal, so it will hunt during the daytime if needed to. The snowy owl does not hibernate. It stays all winter and hunts, just like the minks, weasel, fox, and hawks do. The same thing. So the snowy owl eats a lot. They eat 3 to 5 lemmings per day. That's 1,600 per year. And if their lemming supplies low, they'll also eat rodents, large hares, insects, fish, small songbirds, and geese. They also have a very strong stomach acid, so they'll eat their prey whole. So besides humans, the other predators of the snowy owl include wolves, Arctic fox, wild dog. This is a jager, it's a type of like bird. And they include other avian predators such as golden eagles and falcons. So the human relationships. So the snowy owl has played a major role in children's books, mythology, art, and movies. They're very territorial. They won't kill you, but they'll extremely injure you, like cutting your scalp or blinding you. So here's the fun facts. So the snowy owl does not have any pigment in their feathers, that's why they're mainly white. And so the lack of pigment in their feathers allows more space for air that helps the snowy owl to keep the bird warmer during the winter, because air is an insulation against the cold weather. Also on their feathers they have fringes that helps muffle the sound so they get their prey easier. The second fact about them is their eyes. They have binocular vision just like humans do, and they have a bony eye socket, so they can't move their eyes, so they turn their head. That's why their head looks like it goes around. And they have 3 eyelids, one for blinking, one for sleeping, and one for cleaning their eye. The last fact is their ears. And they have ears placed in different locations on their head, so one can be like right here and right there. And so the sound of the predator reaches their ears at different times, so they can tell the distance, how far away the animal is. We're excited.